Okay, be seated. Okay. And do we have our interpreter on the line?
Yes, she's on the line.
And how is
The mother's going to have the tablet first.
the what?
The tablet?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's working.
Is that plugged in and everything ready to go?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Oh, are you kidding me? Let me just see. Oh, no, good. Okay, interpreter?
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Hi, can you state your name for the record?
Sure, Jennifer Morris from the Court Interpreter's Office.
Great. All right. This is the 11 p.m. initial appearance calendar for March 16th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Sir, can you state your name and date of birth?
Floyd
I want us to hold on to the iPad one.
Schmidt, 3/12/86.
Okay, sir, you're here on 3 cases. The first one is a Superior Court new case. Alleging 5 counts of aggravated assault, Class 2 felonies. One count of resisting arrest, Class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, March 21st at 8:30. I've set a $200,000 bond. The next 2 matters are both probation violation warrants. You are on probation for 3 Class 4 felonies and 1 Class 3 felony. I've appointed a lawyer on both of these to represent you. Probation is alleging you violated term 3, 4, 5, 7, 14, 15. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, March 24th at 8:30. Pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Interpreter, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you too, Your Honor. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, for the rest of you, I'm going to call you in individually. You'll state your name and date of birth. I will tell you what you've been booked on and whether an attorney has been appointed to represent you. I'm also going to give you the date of your next court appearance. I'll let you know whether you're eligible for a bond or not. Now, if it's a secured bond, that means you can go through a bonding company. Phone numbers for the various bonding companies are located in that jail area. You can call any one of them. They will accept collect calls. If it's a cash bond, then you have to pay the entire amount of the bond. I'll also tell you if I've set any release conditions, like no contact with the alleged victim or no going back to the alleged scene of the crime. You need to follow each and every condition if you want to remain released. Let me remind you, if you've been ordered by a court not to have contact with the victim and then you do so, you may be charged with an additional felony. Now, when you come in this courtroom, this is all being video recorded. So do not talk about the facts of your case because you have the right to remain silent. As you leave the courtroom, court staff, they're going to give you your paperwork. When you look at the top, it's going to show you your charges, then whether you're appointed a lawyer, if you, where, when, what time your next court date will be on there, whether you're eligible for a bond or not, and then it'll have a list of all of your release conditions. Purpose of this hearing is to determine whether you're eligible for a bond or not. That decision is based on your past criminal history, any failures to appear, your current charges, and Arizona law. It's not based on personal information, so don't go into that. All right, Curtin Laughing, come on in. And then Victor Estrada to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Curtin Laughing, July 5th, 1989.
Okay, you have two matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of aggravated DUI while license is suspended or revoked. That's a class 4 felony. 2 counts of aggravated DUI while passengers are under the age of 15, both class 6 felonies. And 1 count of having an open container of liquor in a vehicle, class 2 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference March 21st at 8:30. Set a $25,000 bond. Then on the second matter, you've got a probation violation. Probation is alleging you've now violated your class 6 felony probation by getting the new charges. That's called a term 1. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, March 24th at 8:30. Pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable till your next hearing. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Victor Estrada, come on in. Kendrick Bennett to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Victor Estrada, Your Honor.
Date of birth?
July 22nd, 2005.
Okay, you have 2 matters. The first one is from the Verde Valley Justice Court, alleging 1 count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. That's a felony. And 1 count of carrying a deadly weapon, failure to admit, another felony. You'll have a lawyer appointed for you if you're eligible in Yavapai County. I can't do that here. Your next hearing will be an arraignment March 19th at 8:30, and the judge there set your bond at $1,500 on that one. Now you have another out-of-county warrant, and this is from Yavapai County Superior Court. This is for a probation violation, that you're on probation for a felony. Again, I can't appoint you an attorney here. If you're eligible, they'll have to appoint you an attorney who lives there. Your next hearing will be an arraignment March 19th at 8:30. And this bond, the judge there set your bond at $25,000. If you post these two bonds, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, get your paperwork from the court staff. Kendrick, come on in. Demetrius Atkinson to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Can Bennett to 1296.
All right, you have two matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of taking identity of another, Class 4 felony, one kind of unlawful means of transportation, one kind of possession of drug paraphernalia. Those are both Class 6 felonies. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, March 21st at 8:30, set at $25,000 bond. On the second matter, you have an arrest warrant. This alleges one kind of burglary in the second degree. That's a Class 3 felony. This allegedly occurred January 1st of 2025. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, March 21st at 8:30. Set a $5,000 bond on this. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Demetrius Atkinson, come on in. Angel Garcia to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Demetrius Atkinson, 12/17/95.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, Class 4 felony. One count of disorderly conduct with a weapon, Class 6 felony. One count of discharging a firearm in the city limits, Class 6 felony. One count of criminal damage, Class 1 misdemeanor. One count of obstruction refusing to give a true name, Class 2 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, March 21st at 8:30, set a $20,000 bond. Absolutely no possessing of any weapon. Got it? Get your paperwork from the court staff. Angel Garcia, come on in. Jose Hernandez Garcia to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Angel Garcia, 032891.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of aggravated assault, Class 3 felony, one kind of aggravated assault, impeding breathing, one kind of kidnapping. Those are both Class 4 felonies. One kind of unlawful imprisonment, Class 6 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, March 21st at 8:30. I've set a $20,000 bond. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victim. No email, no texting, no calling somebody else to call, no social media, no contact. Got it?
Yeah.
Get your paperwork from the court staff. Jose, come on in. Deluz Candela Perez to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
My name is Jose Luis Hernandez Garcia.
Date of birth.
25/1965.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of burglary in the third degree, Class 4 felony. Based on your financial affidavit, I could not find that you're indigent. So you can either hire your own attorney, or when you go to court the next time, give more information about your finances to the judge.
Okay.
Your next hearing will be a status conference, March 21st at 8:30. I set a $10,000 bond. No returning to the alleged scene of the crime.
Okay.
Get your paperwork from court staff. Candela Perez, and then Richard Poe to the chair outside the courtroom. Hello, state.
Dulce Olivia Candela Perez, April 22, 1994.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging one count of theft of means of transportation, Class 3 felony, one count of possession of narcotic drug, Class 4 felony, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, one count of obstruction, refusing to give a true name, Class 2 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, March 21st at 8:30. $6,000 bond. Absolutely no returning to the alleged scene of the crime. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Richard Pope, come on in. And Jose Valenzuela to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Richard Pope, 12/21/70.
Okay, you've got two matters. The first one is a Desert Ridge Justice Court warrant for failure to pay on a DUI, drugs, or metabolite. Class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, March 20th at 8:30. They had asked for a $2,000 bond. I reduced it to $50,000. The next one that you have is a Superior Court new case alleging one count of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, March 21st at 8:30. I set a $250 bond on this. It also shows you got something in Phoenix Court. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Jose Valenzuela, come on in. And Michael Drahir to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
2/13/1981.
And your name?
Jose Valenzuela.
You've got a West McDowell Justice Court warrant for one count of theft. That's a misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment. Ask for a bond of $500. I reduced it to $50,000. Get your paperwork from the court staff.
How come I got this?
How come what?
What kind of charge I have?
You have a theft charge.
What did I stole?
I don't know. You'll have to talk to your attorney about it.
Because
I just have the warrant.
I got arrested for trespassing.
Well, that might be a new charge, but this is way back in 2024.
Okay.
All right. Get your paperwork. Michael Drahir, come on in. Elijah Stanfier to chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Michael Dreher, February 26, 1996.
You have a municipal court new case alleging one kind of criminal damage, one kind of disorderly conduct, both Class 1 misdemeanors. Based on your financial affidavit, I couldn't find that you're indigent, so you can either hire your own attorney or give more information to the next judge about your finances. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, April 3rd at 9 a.m. Going to release you on your own promise to go to court, no returning to the alleged scene of the crime, no contact with the alleged victim. No email, no texting, no social media, no calling somebody else to call them, no contact.
Okay, that's my girlfriend who lives with me.
Yeah, can't do that till the end of this. Gotta live somewhere else.
I have to live somewhere else?
Yeah, if she's there, you can't have contact.
It involved her? I don't understand why it would...
It's an order of the court?
No, I know, I'm just saying, I don't know why those charges don't reflect anything that has to do with a victim, so...
Well, they're criminal damage and she's the victim of a disorderly conduct. And the criminal damage could be
The
part of
criminal
her
damage
property.
was just the house, like the.
Yeah,
the wall.
you don't want to say anything. But she could be charged, if you did any damage, she could be liable for that, and
I
therefore she
understand,
could be a victim.
I didn't think anything was directed toward her, so that's why.
Disorderly conduct is disturbing someone's peace, but I would recommend that you talk to an attorney. All right, get your paperwork. Elijah, come on in. Brianna Mijares to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Elijah Stefan Standifer, 020502.
You have a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of aggravated assault on a first responder, Class 5 felony, one kind of resisting arrest, Class 1 misdemeanor. I can't find that you're indigent, so either you can hire your own attorney, or when you go to court next time, give more information to the court about your finances or debts or whatever, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Your next hearing will be a status conference, March 31st at 8:30. I'm going to release you on your own promise to go to court. No returning to the alleged scene of the crime.
No, ma'am.
No contact with the alleged victim.
No, ma'am.
Get your paperwork from the court staff.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your night, ma'am.
Brianna, come on in. Christopher Salazar Morales to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Brianna Manhattan, 042292.
You have a municipal court new case for one count of misusing the telephone in emergency service, one count of false reporting an emergency, both Class 1 misdemeanors. You're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. Your next court date is going to be an arraignment, April 3rd. You have to go to court, 9 a.m. I am going to release you, okay? All right, get your paperwork. Christopher, come on in. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Christopher Salazar and 071094.
You've got a San Marcos Justice Court warrant for one count of driving while license suspended, canceled, or revoked. That's a misdemeanor. You're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, April 1st at 10 a.m. They said this is your 6th warrant. They want $400. I'm going to give you a chance. You got to go there. You can set up a payment plan. You can do community service to work some of this out. Though you can give $10 and they won't issue a warrant. But when you blow it off, then you get a warrant. And you get brought down here.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Go to court. All right. Good luck. Get your paperwork. And then why is Devon Johnson a, house call? They're going to bring him in? What?
He's just left.
Oh, thank you. My juvenile calendar is packed. It's going to take me a while.
You're good, you're good. We're going to try it a second time. The first time he was not really with it.
Well, that sign interpreter was good. I tried to go slow because I did a whole trial with sign.
She was finished as you were
It
talking.
was miserable.
She's wonderful. She's been to downtown many times. She actually fought him
I see
on his
her.
original cases.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a trial. My victim was deaf, and it was a sex crimes trial. That was really interesting.
Go rush. Oh, it's different. Sounds like you're good, so we'll see. Yeah, she was fast. As soon as you stopped talking, she was finished.
Well, I think just because I've dealt with that, I kind of know my pace, but
Ready? Yeah.
Devon, come on in.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hi. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Devon DeAndre Johnson, 06/21/2000.
Okay, you have a Superior Court new case alleging aggravated DUI or aggravated domestic violence, class 5 felony, and one count of an assault, one count of criminal damage. Those are both class 1 misdemeanors. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference March 21st at 8:30. And I've set a $5,000 bond. You can go through a bonding company. It's not cash. I'm just going to tell you, though, that I don't know if any of these have been checked, but it looks like you've got maybe something out of Missouri and maybe something out of Pinal County.
I shouldn't have nothing out of Pinal County. I haven't been in Pinal County in a few years because I've already caught a case in Pinal and served my time for it.
Well, okay, it looks like you had it says an open Pinal County Superior Court case.
Well, I'm on probation and my PO told me nothing about that at all.
Okay, well, I don't know, it just says that. Before you bond out, I would want to check to see if that's an open case or not. You have an attorney.
Okay, and what is the case for?
Pardon?
What is the case for?
It doesn't say. It just says open Pinal County case. It's from, you were initialed, you had your initial appearance like that on 9/23/21.
Yeah, that was the old case and I've already served my time for that.
Oh, okay. Well, then you don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Okay?